We begin this hour with your money and a highly anticipated decision that I believe was made just seconds ago by the Federal Reserve. The central bank has just voted to cut interest rates by 1/4 percentage point. This is the first rate cut since December of last year. This is also the first interest rate decision involving President Trump's new pick for Fed Governor, Stephen Miron. He has taken a temporary leave from his regular post at the White House. Some economists have raised concerns over what this unusual move means for the independence of the central bank. Let's get right to NBC News business and data correspondent Brian Cheung. Brian, I see you furiously looking at your phones, trying to keep up with this. I mean, literally just happened. So what has happened? Wall Street had been expecting this. Did it happen the way the expectations were? And bottom line, what does it mean for all of us?
Yeah, so the Federal Reserve did cut interest rates by 1/4 percentage point. As you see on that chart ahead of you, this is the first time they've cut interest rates since the end of last year. And this was expected. The Federal Reserve describing the economy as, they said, quote, growth of economic activity moderated in the first half of this year. Job gains have slowed and the unemployment rate has edged up but remains low. They said that inflation's moved up. It remains, quote, somewhat elevated. You can see the stock market reacting slightly positively. Again, I wouldn't describe that as kind of a massive bump here. But nonetheless, this is kind of the first step in what could be a series of further interest rate cuts from here. Actually, the Fed also released these projections, Kate, of where interest rates could go for the rest of this year. And they do project that they'll have more interest rate cuts than we had previously expected earlier in the summer. One important note that's worth kind of pointing out here is that this was not a unanimous decision. There was one person that dissented against this decision, and it's the new appointee from the Trump administration, Stephen Miron, who was just appointed to start at the Federal Reserve through a midnight vote from the Senate. He is, again, a first-time Fed governor. He voted for 1/2 percentage point. He wanted
a larger drop.
He wanted for a larger cut, but again, the Fed went for the smaller one, which is 1/4 percentage point.
Okay, I guess that's not too surprising because the president has again and again been calling for big rate cuts. What does this mean for us? What does it mean for mortgages? I know maybe not right away, but down the road.
We thank you for watching, and remember, stay updated on breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or watch live on our YouTube channel.